Welcome to the social circle where creators come together to turn ideas into impact and goals into a reality. I am Candace, and this is
Jennifer, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And thank you guys for joining us today from wherever you are. I appreciate you. I know Candace does. And we have a very good reminder episode today, which I think is something everybody needs. Candace, what are we talking about today?
holiday content. It's September now, or October possibly when this podcast comes out.
Right?
But get ahead of the game. Think about the holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You could even think about Valentine's Day. But seasonal content gets attention. And you don't need to spend a bunch of money to make your stuff look great and festive. You can create that holiday vibe with whatever you have laying around.
Seriously, it's so simple to do. It's not even that much. You don't have to stress about it. You don't have to be this super aesthetic kind of person that some people are. Current I give them props, right? They can
Mm,
do that stuff. Good for them. It's not who I am.
right? I mean, me
Which
neither.
it's just it doesn't work for me. I will say this for those that are dedicated to I think there's one creator that I found that was making like a yearly calendar or what. So she would take the same pose every year. I'm sorry, every day of the month on the same day for 12 months
Oh,
until
wow.
the end of the year where she had this giant collab. But that was dedication. She's like, I plan on making this a year in advance. Here's
For
how it
real.
looked.
Yeah.
So that's
And
it, right?
yeah, but that's the circle hack. And if you don't know, our circle hack is just a quick little bite-sized piece of information that you can take with you today. And don't wait. Do these things ahead of time, kind of like her. Plan it ahead.
Yeah.
Think about this. You get your Halloween stuff down. It's your first year creating content, say. You get your Halloween stuff down. You create a crap ton of content. Change your shirt if you have to, whatever. Just create a crap ton of content and you can reuse that every single year on Halloween.
That's a great plan. Have it already done in the books, save it in a folder for yourself so that you're not like me searching for all of these videos
Ugh,
from
me
X
too,
X
girl.
day,
Me
from
too.
X year. Have it so that every folder is a theme or a category or, a holiday and just make it easier. Have that schedule done, get that content revamped or whatever, and then
Yeah.
reuse it every year if you need to, just to make it easy on yourself.
Absolutely. I will most definitely. We have Halloween content from the last 2 years. I will, without a doubt, use those things because we were
Oh,
dressed up.
yeah.
It's not, you don't do that. Well, we don't do that very often.
Right? I
You
know.
know, it's just having that in your back pocket and then releasing it early. Don't wait till the
Yeah.
day before Halloween to put out your Halloween content. Don't wait till December 20th to start talking about Christmas.
Totally. No, and that's perfect because you can test it, right? You can submit that, or not submit, geez, sorry, working brain over here. You can post that reel that you have done. If it is early September, like myself, like I'm recording content from right now this week. It's the middle of September, guys. It's 80 some degrees outside in my area that I live in, and I'm putting out my Halloween yard decor, right? So
Right.
I've got the content recorded even though it's not the appropriate weather season feel, I'm still going to have that to post, say, in a week when I'm ready
Yeah.
to. And then I can post it again 2 weeks from now. Because guess what? Not everybody sees your content. And guess
Oh,
what? The people who do see your content, who are following, forgot you posted it already. You don't remember what
exactly.
you ate for breakfast yesterday. I guarantee you.
That's
People
so
who are
true.
watching are not going to remember. If they
That-
do, props, right? Ask them to drop a line.
Yeah, for
Engagement
real.
idea. But even so, you don't have to do all of this extra, right? We're talking budget-friendly ideas here, Candace.
Absolutely. So, how can you do it without completely blowing your budget? Because trust me, I have seen the creators with beautiful, beautiful spreads for Thanksgiving, for Halloween. They set it up, whatever. But you can do it with the stuff that you already have. Like Jennifer said, get your stuff out early. Bring out your Halloween stuff now. I read, I think it was on Facebook yesterday. It was just like a picture and it was a Christmas tree, but it had like a white sheet over it, like a ghost. And it said, if you're a content creator, go put up your Christmas tree, do your content, and then take the stuff off the tree, put a sheet on it, and now you have a ghost.
Yes,
until
I saw that too.
I was like, what? That's brilliant. I wouldn't do that because I'm not a huge fan of Christmas. That's another
Seriously, I'm actually
podcast.
going to do that
But
too.
but it is
Forgot
a
about
good
that.
idea.
Yeah, and that's just how to use what you have in your home.
Hmm.
I don't decorate like for every holiday, but I have a few, and
Yeah.
that's enough because one, that's my tribe, right? That's my audience of people. They are the non-overachieving decorators, right? They're just people living their life and
Right? I
throwing
mean,
up a
true.
decoration when they can. That's it. That's my audience. Decorate how you would for your audience for holidays. If that's who you're curating your content for, is those people that just have to have everything picture perfect, great. That's perfect. If it's not who you're making this stuff for, that should connect you even more because people are like, "Oh my God, you reminded me," right? Or, "Oh, I love
Absolutely.
what you did here. That's a great idea." It's just do what you can with what you have. You don't have to
Absolutely.
break the budget.
I mean, think of your favorite Christmas coffee cup. Light some red candles, throw
Yeah.
a Christmas blanket over your chair, hang some plants, some poinsettias or whatever, instant holidays.
Very easy. And I'll be honest, while I am digging out all of my holiday stuff, and honestly, I put it away the way that I pull it out. So I put the Christmas last in my
Yeah,
closets, and then Halloween is ahead of that. So
that's how
fall
we do
comes
it
out
too.
first, and it's just easier for me. So while I'm pulling out these decorations for myself, it's just very simple to pull out just a few extra things from the back of the closet that are holiday, whatever. I can
Friendly,
get that
yeah,
stuff done.
holiday
Yeah.
focused.
I can
Holiday
get it out
focused.
easy and have it ready to go with recording all at one time so that I don't have to stress around the holidays that, oh God, I got to go and record all this stuff. Just do it all
Right.
if you have the time. I know my kids, they're going to be having breaks coming up soon.
Mm,
So around those times, if you're not the family planner and you're not the one doing all the cooking, take the advantage. Have the recordings done ahead of time. So like we
yeah.
said in the beginning, just schedule it out.
And you know what? Just small tweaks to your outfits too. Throw in a scarf or like a Santa hat.
Yeah,
Think of Halloween colors, orange, black, Christmas, green and red, New Year's, black and gold. Those are colors that I personally think of when I think of those holidays. So then you would want to find things around your house that are those color schemes and just pull them together. Nobody knows that it's not
totally.
this is not the stuff that I use at Christmas, so I can't use it in my video. No, just use it.
Really won't be paying that much attention. Honestly, it's the words on the screen that really there are the most important when it comes to having good content. It's just the video is something to catch the eye, depending on what it is in your message that you're trying to get out there. And I think I love this other idea of using a corner of your house or room, whatever, and just moving around the furniture pieces.
Yeah.
I'm doing that all the time on a normal basis without having to record content.
I
So
think it was only 2 or 3 episodes ago where you were rearranging something else.
I
So
did, I
everyone,
did.
Jennifer likes to move stuff around a lot. I just have too much stuff in my house to do that.
Agreed. Same. No, and I think it was funny that this we're talking about this today because I watched a creator share her real life, like her content is clean and tidy.
Yeah,
But she says this is not real life for people on in just reality, right?
right.
Social media is so different from what the reality is. And she said literally I only clean and tidy in the space of my camera view, and that's all. And then the rest of it is just a giant mess. And she's literally showing herself recording, kicking things out of the way, moving it, throwing it off to the side just to get her one view of her
I,
camera phone
I mean, it's
in order.
true. It's
And
true.
that's it. Just decorate the one view. That's the biggest thing that I think I can give you guys as the advice is just to see what's in the camera view
Yeah,
and put your decorations inside that. Rearrange something inside of that moment and just have it done. You don't have to do the whole house.
very
Just
true.
repeat. Yeah, just wash, rinse, repeat, and do it again for each season. We're really not going to pay attention. Just get the recording done. If you're already doing the decorating, just pull out a few extras and then just throw it out there.
Absolutely. And what can you use as far as the free tools to help you with all this stuff?
I know you love CapCut. That's your
I
fave.
do love CapCut. And I don't pay for Canva. I have the free version, but there's still a lot of holiday options
Oh,
out
plenty.
there.
I do the free
So,
version as well. Yeah, it's
yep.
something that I have found very helpful. Obviously, the fancier things will
Right.
come when, that extra budget is available for it. But right now, free versions of a lot of things on a lot of platforms as tools to use on your content are very helpful. I want to see actually what Instagram's edits tool will have for this season. So I'm
Mm.
looking forward to trying that out because that'll be a new editing tool as well. I think free captions tools or other options. What do you think about those?
There's so many things that you could do just off the top of my head, thinking if I could take my reels from last year, I mean, shoot, in CapCut, in edits and everything, you could change the entire background. So it doesn't even look like the same video. And a lot of this stuff is free. So just check that out to maybe think outside of the box, taking that old content that may have performed well in the past and reusing it again with one of these tools, repurposing it in such a way that changes it just a bit.
Oh, that's brilliant. No, I think that's the best thing too, is if you had something in the prior year perform very well, repeat that content, take that back, or just do like a throwback.
Mm.
What was it? Throwback Thursdays, right? That
Yeah.
used to be a thing on Facebook. Put up
Yeah.
an old picture. Same kind of concept. If you had something that already was recorded, done, it's in the books and it had good reviews, or good reviews, it had good feedback, engagement, all that stuff. Throw that out there again. People won't notice
Absolutely.
unless you tell them.
For real. And it's true. It's funny, Charlie and I were just talking on our YouTube channel. Somebody just commented and said, "Wow, he must really like that shirt." And Charlie said, "Well, should I tell him that I only have like 5 shirts?" Or should I just tell him, "Yeah, I really like this shirt," or like, were we batch creating that day? Who knows?
That's actually funny. My husband, he has a closet full and dresser drawers full of shirts, pants, all the things. He wears maybe three on
Same
repeat,
girl.
washes and rewears. And
Especially when, like, for me and
it's
you,
funny.
like, we don't have to leave the house. I just showered before we, but like at 12 o'clock, right
Right.
before we were gonna film the pod, I was like, oh, I should probably take a shower, throw on some makeup. So,
Right.
like, anyways, I'm veering.
It's
Uh,
okay.
when you're the holidays, it's if
Yeah.
you're trying to sell, which if you're
Now is
online,
the perfect time. It's
creating
prime time for selling.
right, but creating content, you're online, you're probably trying to sell something, whether it's
Yeah.
yourself, a product, a service, whatever.
Yeah.
So just don't be salesy, right?
No, just
Instead of,
just come out naturally with it.
right, instead of forcing it, how reframe it like you like to do, reframe it to how can what I'm selling or marketing or whatever, how can that help people during the holidays? How can it make their holidays easier, faster, better, richer? Throw in a word. But
Perfect.
how can you use your business and your account and your content in such a way that also speaks to the holidays?
Exactly. No, that's perfectly well said. One thing that a lot of people, especially in the holiday time, are looking for is time. They want their time back.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
that would be my number one tip for today is if you're trying to get that sales done for yourself, try and have the messaging relate to saving time for somebody else in your audience because that's probably going to get you the
Right.
biggest feedback. People are going to want to look for something that's quick, simple, like our hacks that we have inside of our community, as an
Yeah.
example. Something that they can walk away with, but it gives also a lot of information, but it makes you a little bit of money too. Why
Yeah,
not?
for sure. Let's move on to the social spotlight
I
because
love this.
every holiday season there's one thing, whether it's
You know it.
audio, trend, whatever. There's one thing that takes over, and that's
She
Mariah
is
Carey.
called,
Mariah Carey is stalling out, right?
she is
Her
thawing out.
song.
Yep.
I mean, 3 years we've been doing this. I already heard it. It's only September.
So many times I know.
It's only September. And at Christmas time, it's every other video. That's something that's evergreen. If you
Yes.
create content with that, you know it's going to come back every year. Same
Yep.
thing,
And you
same thing
go
with
ahead.
Halloween sounds, Christmas sounds,
Yes.
all of that. Go ahead,
Michael
Jennifer.
Jackson's
Sorry.
Thriller, that's popping in my brain too, right? That's already
Absolutely.
October hasn't happened yet, but we're still in that early, you can jump on it before it gets popular idea. And this again, like you just pointed out, which I love, it's evergreen content.
Yeah.
Every season certain sounds and audios will come out. So therefore you can just plan ahead to have that done. So I think that was something great to point out as well. So keep those things in mind, guys, is that there are these seasonal sounds and audios
Absolutely.
that can help you plan your content better. You did it
And
before and it might not have done well. Now's your year to redo it. Sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
and just you've got to remember, keep it simple,
Yep.
repeatable, and scalable. That's it. Guys, we can repeat things. It's okay.
Yeah.
Repetition is part of marketing. People need to hear things. Gosh, it used to be 7, then I went to 9. I think it's like 20 something now.
It's 27 now. It's way more times. If they're not interacting enough, you're not speaking it enough. You're not
Right.
repeating yourself enough. If
And
there's no interaction at all, you just have to say it again and again and again.
I only say that because I hear so many creators, what, well, I already did that. Well, I did that last year. Nobody's going to remember. Do it again, especially if it
Do it again.
performed well. And if it didn't, look at it, do it over, figure out why it didn't perform well, and redo it.
100%. Yep. And that's another evergreen idea as well to keep going on that retry train. Don't
Mm.
stop the one time. Just keep going and reusing, redoing. Look at stuff a year ago and then say, okay, like you just said, Candace, why didn't it perform very well? Well, let me try one of these sounds or let me
Yep.
do something different this way. I recorded something better this time. My views, my angles, my lighting, it looks different now. So just give it a try. The words might have been great, but just do it again. So, I mean, we talk about that so much inside the community.
Yeah. And speaking
Insane.
of inside the VIP circle, the holidays can be rough around this time. You're alone. If you're a business owner and you're a content creator, most of the time you're doing this by yourself. You don't have the people around you, the holiday parties, the door contests, all of that stuff that I remember we used to do all kinds of stuff in the
White
military,
elephant.
potlucks, white elephant. Yeah. You don't have that when you're sitting at home by yourself creating content. So just remember that we're inside the VIP circle and we want to help you. We want to make sure that you make it faster than we did, or at least try
Yep.
to help you get there. And
Yeah.
if you're looking for some place to go during the holidays because you're just struggling, trying to figure out what you're doing, if this is even the right path, all of the horrible things that we think to ourselves, make sure that you come over and join the social circle
Come say
VIP.
hi, guys.
Yeah. Because that's what we're there for. Honestly, that's why we built the community because we
For
didn't
sure.
want, we know, we felt it. We felt it. So just, you're not alone. Just
Definitely
remember
not.
that.
That is the whole reason we're here. That's why we have this podcast. That's why we have the community, like you just said. I hate to be repeating you, but it is phenomenal the fact that we found this for ourselves and we're
Hmm.
trying to get you in there too because I know that this was hard without anybody to like bounce ideas off of or just freaking vent once in a
Yeah.
while. That was
Facts.
that was probably the biggest push getting this group going. So I think our community is feeling it, right? Everybody has the same opinions like that. So
Yeah.
when you're ready, drop us a line, guys. Say hi. Follow us on Instagram at the Social Circle VIP. We have our new page there. We're here for you on there. And we are here for you on YouTube. All of the places you listen to podcasts, guys, subscribe. Share this episode with a friend who might need some inspiration as well for holiday stress.
I would say leave us a comment, drop us a
Yeah.
comment in our YouTube, Spotify. Let us know what you want to know about. Let
Yeah.
us know because we're 30 episodes deep now. And we're kind of making the rounds again with topics, and we want to talk about what you want to hear. So thank you for following, thank you for listening and subscribing, and let us know.
You guys have a great rest of your day. I hope to hear from you soon. And happy holiday creating on a budget, guys.
Amen. Have a great week.
Have a great week.